Oh yeah, wow. And it's intact. So I'm currently somewhere in the area of an old homestead that was here in 1860. I actually don't know where the homestead was. You can see over there. I'll walk a little bit closer in a second, but there's some old stone walls there. And these trees are some pine trees, which usually kind of indicates some trees that were planted here. There's some big ones around here as well. The homestead could have been right where I'm standing. I'm not totally sure because of the snow, but I'm just gonna start poking around because I like the walls over there, and I know this was, at least it was farmed. See you guys at a signal, hopefully a good one. Well, I just turned my camera off after recording that little intro there. And as soon as I put my detector down, I got something pretty interesting here. I've never really gotten a signal like this right off the bat here, but listen to this. One of the nicest signals I've heard in a while. Could shift a bit after I move some of the snow here, but let's see. Oh no, that is sounding really good. Oh, it popped out there. And that is still sounding really good. All right, I'm very curious about this. Oh, no way. Is that a coin? Oh my gosh. Walk to a random spot here, film that intro, put my detector right on the floor in front of me. And it's a freaking large cent, I think. What is the chance of that? And I think I might even be able to get a date right off the bat here. That's a nicely preserved large cent. Look at that. Is that going to be a matron head? I mean, this could either be a good sign for the hunt, or this could mean that this is the only thing I find all day. I think it's a 42. So I'm scanning around this area where I found the large cent right there. Still not entirely sure if this would have been where the home was, or just a little pasture or some type of garden, but who knows. But I will keep scanning around here, and I just popped this out here, and I can recognize that right away. It's right there. And look at this. This is gonna be this is not a pocket watch, what's it called, a knife. Look at that. That's an old one, falling apart there. Look at that. Still see some wood on there, very deteriorated. Very old knife. That is a nice one. Let's see all the wood coming off there. Could be as old as the large cent over there. It's a nice color. Got another deep ferrous signal right next to where I found that knife, right there by the tree. Just popped it out. And this is looking like a ladle handle or some kind of handle here. That is pretty cool, actually. That is interesting. Looks like it's got a couple bars going across here. This is one I do not know, and I don't know if I'll be able to figure it out, but we'll see. I'm going to take it home. It looks to be some kind of handle, although I don't know why it has these bars, stuff like that. I don't know. This could be something more interesting than a ladle handle, but I will try to clean it up, see if I can figure out what that would be from. Cool little piece, though. Still going to keep scanning this area, but since I found that large cent, not too much going on here. My plan originally was gonna walk on the other side of those the stone wall there to see if there's any foundation. I still might do that, but since I did find this large cent right there, I'm gonna keep scanning around here, and I am popping out some old stuff, so that's good. There are some shotgun shells, but not too many of those yet. So I'll keep going around here, and once I'm popping over that wall there, I will show you guys if I find any foundations or anything interesting like that. But these are some good signs here. All right, just got a little round here. It's quite an old one. Not like a musket ball, but it's some kind of old round. Probably 18 or maybe even 1700s there. Probably 1800s. Up on the rock wall area now. And down there is where I found that large cent. Right in the middle of this kind of flattish area. So I kind of suspect the house might have been around there. I didn't hear too much iron though, so I don't know if there was a house there. But in any case, didn't find too much else there. So I'm going to make my way up. Here's the rock wall. One of them at least. I'm going to kind of scan around the rock wall and kind of follow around the rocks. If I do find any foundations, I'll show you guys, but it might just be a rock wall kind of day. Definitely farming activity in between these walls here. Back at one of the other homesteads here, quite a bit down the road. And here we are, you can see some of these old trees there. So I just got a signal here, and I'll show you guys what it sounded. But I've gotten quite a few of these signals today, and they've all been chunks of lead. Kind of, not a little sloppy signal mid-range there. But I just pulled it out, and that is not going to be a piece of lead. I think this could be a coin right here. You could see some of that green poking out. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, that is going to be a coin right there. Oh, yep, that's an Indian head. Let's see if we can get a year off this. Oh, that's a nice one. Is that a 1900? That is. That is a beautiful green 1900 Indian head penny. Look at that. Always take an Indian head like that. Look at that. 1900. Beautiful date. Yeah, so this sounded exactly like a lot of those lead rounds I was finding on the outskirts of the other foundation or homestead I was at a few weeks ago. Let's keep it going here. So this is right where I found that Indian head penny, that 1900 Indian head penny. I swung right next to it. I got a signal again I thought was going to be a shell. And I just see a little bit of it poking out there. Don't know if you guys can see that, but look at this. I think this is going to be a skeleton key. Oh yeah, wow. And it's intact. This is my first intact skeleton key. Let's go. Oh man, that is a nice one. Yeah, I feel bad I didn't record that one. I've been getting a ton of shells, like I was saying. So, well, these are awesome. These were used into the early 1900s before the keys we kind of know of now became common. But up until I think around 1910 or 20, skeleton keys and locks that was what they had. Cool pieces of brass. And yeah, it's almost certainly 1800s. This doesn't look like a later one. This one looks like it could be any time in the 1800s, maybe even the 1700s there. But yeah, that is a bucket lister for me right there. And I'm happy about that. Let's keep it going. I just got a great signal here, and yes, still walking. So that's where I found the Indian head and the skeleton key, cutting across down into the place where I hit before. But this is still kind of unhit territory right here. And I just got a beautiful deep coin signal. I think that's going to be a coin. Look at that though. High 60s, nice and deep right here in this little kind of flattish area. Yeah, that's a good sounding one. All right, it popped out there. I think I see it there. Oh, yep, that is it. All right. It's small, so it's not going to be a large cent, obviously, but I think this could be another Indian head. Yeah, that's a wheat. I'll still take it. Got 3 different types of pennies today, all of which are no longer made. This has got to be an early wheat too. All right, I am a couple steps further from the wheat penny, and I kind of had to reach into these thorns, so I did not record this, but I just pulled it out. This looks like some kind of nut, but this is going to be a bell. A nice old bell. Don't think it's a Crotal Bell, it's too thin. It's kind of got a little Crotal Bell type design going on there. If it has anything in it, I will ring it as usual. I don't think this will have anything inside of it, but I don't know yet. That is a spine. Wow. All right. We got another coin signal here. I think. I mean, look at that. 60 something. Nice and deep there. Well, that is sounding good. Oh, this is it. Okay. That is some decorative stuff here. Is there more here? Oh, yeah. All right, so. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, look, some kind of bead just came out. And that is old. Clearly something decorative here. Could have been a frame to a mirror or maybe picture frame or something, but that is an interesting piece and it's old. What a strange little thing this is. It's got some design on the outside there. Looks like there might be a hole through the middle there. And it's old for sure. It's old copper. That's an old rock wall right there. I'm just inside the property the homestead would be. Very faint, but look at that. It's a deep high signal. I'm gonna pause it because my camera's gonna die. All right, just popped it out there. The tone lowered a bit, but I see it there, and that is looking green. Look at this. Right in this chunk of dirt. It's gonna be a wheat cent. Let's take it out of the dirt here. Oh yeah. Oh, I'll be able to get a date off that right now. 1916, World War I era wheat cent.